Hi everyone and welcome to today's love reading. My name is Emily for those of you who are new to my channel. So for today's reading we are going to focus on love and relationships. So I'm really drawn to the After Tarot today. So we're going to use this and we're going to use some oracle decks as well. So we have the help of little Luna today. She's being really clingy. I'm not too sure why. So let's see what we get. Queen of Wands. So recently I actually feel like some of you may have not kind of like distanced yourself, but you've definitely shifted your focus away from a person here. This Queen of Wands is so independent, and I really feel that this could have even been in the last few days where you've just decided, you know what? I need to focus on myself here. I need to focus on my goals, on what makes me happy. There's someone here trying to get your attention. There's someone here who is kind of like wearing a disguise. I feel this person could be a fire sign, but they don't have to be. But there's definitely someone who's kind of checking in on you, or like wondering what you're getting up to here. This person really does feel like you've just kind of like kicked them to the curb a little bit. Like you've, I don't know, you're just not giving them a lot of attention right now, but that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. 9 of Wands. So we have this kind of competitiveness around you. I don't know if this is two people here or whether this is just someone who kind of like can be quite competitive in their nature. There's a little bit of jealousy coming through here with this 9 of Wands. I do feel that you're dealing with someone who is worried about other people in the picture, who can be maybe a little bit possessive here. But basically, whatever you're doing right now is clearly working, because we have this specific individual who is really not wanting to give up on this connection. So someone is holding on quite tightly to you. You have a lot of history with this person. So maybe there's been a few separations. Maybe there's been like just a long journey. I feel like because of the history you share with them, you know, they're not going to give up. They might just disappear for a little bit of time, but this person's going to come back in. I do feel they are now desiring some kind of fresh start, some growth here. You might have found that this person's been a little bit cold with their communication, or maybe just not communicative at all, but this is going to change. I feel a message coming from this person really quite soon. You may have even heard from them in September, and then perhaps they kind of disappeared again, but I don't know. I just feel that there's some kind of incoming message and movement here as well. 5 of Swords. So I did say this person's competitive and they can be jealous. And here they are. They really will do anything to win you. They will do anything to make sure that they are the one. What are you looking at? Luna's just choosing some crystals for us. They will do absolutely anything to make sure that they win any battle here. So if you do have other people showing a romantic interest in you, then trust me, this individual is they're not going to want anyone else to have you. Like, this person is very determined, very focused on, you know, you are theirs, and that's that. They won't really hear anything else about this. You know, it's interesting because they might refuse to commit. They might turn down commitment opportunities, pretend that they don't want a traditional relationship, but the truth is they do. They're just scared. So even though you're dealing with someone who's maybe struggled with commitment in the past, this is changing. This is something which is, that's going to be the biggest change here in this connection, is that this person is really opening up to like, do you know what? I actually do want to make a commitment now, because if I don't, someone else is going to win. You're really looking away from this right now. Like, you are not focusing on the battles, the conflict. You just want to have like a fresh start. You know, you want to focus on what makes you happy, maybe your goals, your ambitions. So you know, I really feel that your shift in focus is doing this connection, the world of good, the moon. We have a new moon tomorrow, and I think it will play a very significant role here. This person's kind of scared of approaching you because they've got some fears. They've got fears about who else is around you. They're worried about whether you're going to be really defensive with them. Are you going to give this person a chance? There's a lot of unresolved issues beneath the surface, and I feel that your person's kind of struggling with overthinking these issues. You know, what if these can never get resolved? What if I'm not forgiven? What if it doesn't work out? You know, there's a lot going on in that person's headspace, but this new moon does seem to be kind of like a really good clear out for their anxieties and fears. It's like the new moon just gets them out of their head so that they can actually take some practical steps towards you. For example, like this possessiveness, this jealousy, it might be completely unjustified. There could very well be like no one else in the picture here, but because this person's overthinking that, they're creating this whole false scenario in their headspace. Look, 7 of Wands. They're creating this battle, this fight where there really needn't be one. So yeah, it's this person's head seems to be their own worst enemy here. But maybe this is kind of pushing them to do what they need to do. You know, maybe this really is encouraging them to act fast, to give you more effort. We're talking days here as well, guys, here. I really feel something is shifting in days. Maybe weeks, but we're not talking months here. The next 9 to 10 days, the next kind of like 2 weeks or so, there's going to be a breakthrough. You know, I always say time is fluid, but for this reading, I really feel very, very quick movement. Like I said, days and weeks, not months. Can you sit still, little miss? You'd be surprised how much can change in a week. 5 of Pentacles. I told you this person's creating a struggle where there really doesn't need to be one. They're worried about Christmas time. I think this person they want to be in a good place with you by Christmas. Maybe you two were not together last Christmas, and this is a very big fear that they have, that things will still not be resolved for Christmas time. Let's have a look. We're going to use the Spirit Animal deck by Colette Baron Reid. I'm going to have to put you down if you can't sit still. Just sit there. There we go. So let's use this deck to find out what this person's energy is. Okay, Luna. Otter Spirit. All about love and relationships. So this person wants to remind you that you're not alone. They want this relationship. You know, they're looking at mating for life. They're looking at settling down now. And I know this has come after a time where you thought this person would never settle. Maybe you thought you would never be in a relationship again. I don't know what was going on here, but clearly it's a shock. It's a shock that there is such a big change within this connection or within your love life. You could be dealing with a Pisces as well, guys, because I've got the moon card, but don't worry about signs. So yeah, by Christmas, this person wants to be in a very comfortable position with you. They want things to be stable, secure. I wouldn't even be surprised if this person doesn't want to spend Christmas Day with you. You know, that seems to be what they are secretly manifesting here. The thing is, I feel a true detachment here from the Divine Feminines, because it's like the Divine Feminine in this connection is seeing things very clearly, is kind of like just looking at all this from a higher perspective. And because you're not so focused on the path or the outcome, it's quite triggering for your counterpart here. So it's such a healthy balance which has been found, and it's definitely pushing the divine masculine to do a little bit more. So let's get some messages from your counterpart. What's meant to be will always find a way. I want you in my arms and I miss us. So yeah, this person really does want this right now. You know, like I said, I feel you've struggled with them and commitment for quite some time. Last Christmas does seem to have been very, very rocky, but this Christmas it's completely different. This Christmas, this person really wants you in their arms. Okay, let's see what their next move is. The Empress. Their next move is towards you, towards their divine feminine. Their next step here seems to be like just kind of literally flowing or falling into your life. And with all these swans here and the little babies, it's like this person's next step is like settling down. It's thinking about, you know, the roots here, thinking about mating for life. Like that's what the otters, the swans, that's what I'm feeling here. You know, this person's next step, it's thinking about ways that you two can have this commitment and also start to plan ahead for the future. Okay guys, I'm going to go into an extended now, and we're going to look into everything you can expect to see from this person in the next few, maybe days for some of you here, like I said, days or weeks. So let's see what we can expect to see coming in that short space of time. If you want to watch the extended, details of how to do that as well as a sneak preview are on the next part of this video, so just keep watching. It'll be on my Patreon site, sacredspace.co.uk, so I hope to see you guys there for the extended, and if not, I will see you back here soon for another reading. For the extended version, visit www.sacredspace.co.uk. Click on the Spirit section at the top of the page and find the video that you want to purchase. You can also filter by category and choose Extended. Click Purchase to buy this individual video, or sign up to the Evolved tier for full access to the Sacred Space site. Justice and Judgment. Second chances, balance, relationships, marriage for some of you. This is huge. This person